So you want more aura, or you want to fix your aura, or you want to cultivate a sense of a magnetic aura. You want to be the guy that walks into the room and both men and women turn their head without you saying anything because they just sense that something's different about you. What's actually going on there? How is it possible that we can just get a vibe from somebody and that somebody can have more or less aura? In this video, I want to go over what aura actually is, the root origin of the word, what it truly means, and then hopefully give you a little bit of a sense of direction as to how to cultivate more of an aura within yourself. Like I just alluded to, aura it's energetic in nature. It's a resonance within an individual that is felt by or perceived by other people. Aura itself can't be faked, and it's not an act. Things like confidence or ego or charisma are the externalities that can be learned and behaved that can mimic aura, but there's something else going on with aura that's different. Somebody might be able to learn the pickup lines, memorize some jokes for a party, but that same kind of person might have pretty shitty aura, and everyone can tell that they're coming from kind of an insecure place internally, and you just know that the vibe is off. Even if they're saying the right things, they might be successful in the dating field, they might even be able to get a room laughing, but like when you spend time with them and you sit quietly, you just sense that their energy is off and there's not this magnetic, radiant aura coming from them. And like I said, that's because it's a energetic from within to without thing, rather than some sort of external thing to be achieved or to be gotten from the external world. The word aura comes from Greek, meaning breathe or breeze, which I think is super fascinating. As I've talked about before on this channel, the idea of life breathed into us is common in a ton of different wisdom traditions. You may have heard universe, one song. A lot ties together with this idea of the breath within us, the spirit in us, inspired, aspired, spiritus means breath as well. And I like to think of aura in a similar sense. You have the breath of God within you, which gives you this sense of presence, of power, of security that can't be given to you from the external world, but equally can't be shaken by the external world. That's why somebody with aura seems to just have this quiet, calm confidence. An analogy that comes to mind that I think of is when a dad is wrestling with his son. He doesn't have to prove anything to his son. He doesn't have to show off his strength. He's not worried about the outcome. He just knows that no matter what that kid tries to do, tackle his leg, punch, whatever, he's fine. Same thing as the mountain stands in the storm. It knows that the storm is powerful. The mountain knows himself and knows that he's going to be unshaken by the storm. That is aura. And that's what everyone is seeking and chasing. But again, it can't be given to you or gotten from external world. People think that you get aura when you get clout or followers or money or a certain lifestyle or the girlfriend. But it's actually the inverse. Those things are attracted into your life if you become resonant from within, and they're attracted to you by the very nature. We live in an energetic world. Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand the laws of the universe, you think of it in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And that is exactly what we're talking about here with aura. You may have heard of the terms of resonance and dissonance. Resonance means that when two things are vibrating at the same frequency, they reach a resonant frequency. They're meaning together, versus dissonance meaning contrasting. And the goal ultimately to develop your aura, to cultivate a magnetic aura, to become him, is to be aligned from within, that your internal world and the things that you're doing in your life are congruent and totally aligned. And it's when those things come into resonance that you just exude this sort of aura that other people can detect on. It's magnetic. They want more of it because they crave it in themselves. And it's so rare to truly find that they even want to just get closer to it because it is such a rarity, and because they know, even on an unconscious level, how powerful it is and how important it is when somebody, especially a man, is on his mission, is completely aligned with who he's supposed to be and what he's doing in his life. I talk a lot about alignment, purpose, mission on this channel, listening to your intuition, guiding you towards where you can find alignment in your life. And that's exactly the case with cultivating your aura. It's not about, bro, I gotta get my money up, or I gotta dress a certain way, or I'll have more aura when I have a certain apartment or move to a different city, or I finally get the girlfriend, or let me study game techniques or do pickup. That is all trying to put a band-aid on an internal issue. That is painting gold flakes over a broken facade. And like I said before, what's really powerful about aura is once you have reached that internal state of alignment and resonance, it can't be shaken by the external world. It can't be put off its path by the words of other people, a heartbreak, failure in your business, losing money, getting money. Because all of that stuff is just the ebbs and flows of the neutral external world. Things and events happening, but you are congruent with yourself. You're aligned with God, the universe, whatever words work for you. But that alignment, that connection, that congruency is a deep, deep felt sense. And that's where true confidence comes from. It's not cocky, ego, extrinsically driven, oh yeah, I'm confident because I make a bunch of money per month and it's more than other people by comparison, or I'm more jacked than the next guy, or my girlfriend's hotter than the next dude's. That comparison game, that is the insecure ego, that's trying to coat yourself in aura. But again, it's different. It's not about what you look like walking into the room, it's what it feels like when you walk into the room. It's not about the right amount of eye contact or the words to say to the girl. It's about how much she can feel your presence and feel how secure you are in your own presence. Insecurity and fear, it's a sticky thing. People can pick up on it really, really well. Women especially, but also men. We all have these tuning rods because inside we live in an energetic world. You watching this video right now are vibrating at some sort of frequency, just like I am. Particle physics confirms all of this down to even the very solid material world. If you just keep pressing in with a tight enough microscope, there's more space and vibration of particles than there is firm, fixed particles. But quantum physics aside, you know what I'm talking about, and it's not for me to prove to you, but you can just assess it in your own life. There's definitely been times where the vibe has been off, whether you meet a group of people and something puts you off from them, or you walk into a sketchy situation and somehow you knew stuff was going to go down before it happened. All really hard to quantify. And yeah, you could spend all day long being like, yeah, I saw this person dodging eye contact and his body language X, Y, and Z, and maybe all of that is true as well. But there is something else going on. And if you're really paying attention, you're really acute. Obviously, as a viewer of this channel, you're somebody who's tapped in a little bit more. And cultivating your aura is all about the internal world. There's no answer you can find out there. There's no program you can necessarily go through unless that program or coaching or resource is focused on you and your internal world, and then facilitating that conversation and that dialogue about reconnecting you with your intuition, which has answers for you that no one else in the entire world can give you. The external world has been set up, in my opinion, intentionally, but even if not intentionally, to disconnect you and distract you from that constant voice, that constant compass you can look down to, telling you where you need to be, what you need to be doing, and who you need to be becoming. It's always there, but the world is super noisy. There's dopamine left, right, and center. And there's also all of these other fear paradigms that other people have constructed where you're behind, or you're not doing enough for your age, or it's about time to settle down and get a real job, or what do you mean you aren't getting ready to settle down? Don't you think you should be saving up for a house? Like, all these different paradigms are constructed, and if you do not have a strong enough sense of self, sense of direction, connection to your intuition, And as I'm talking about in this video, aura, that insecurity or lack thereof of aura, will get you dragged into other people's paradigms. Somebody else with a fuck ton of aura has built a system that you're going to get dragged into. And maybe you're not a prolific. Maybe you're not meant to be great. And I don't know how this video found you, but if you can be content in that and live inside another man's paradigm, then so be it. But I have an intuition and a feeling that if you're watching this video and you found this channel, especially in these early days, you're one of the Nietzschean higher men. You know that you're called to greatness. You have that internal sense where you would literally rather be in squalor and debt and destitute than give up on your dreams and who you're meant to become. There's not many of us out there, but you're looking at one right here. And that confidence, what you can hear in my voice through this video, and if you ever get a chance to meet me, that's what aura fucking feels like. And what I'm trying to communicate to this video or encourage you through this video is, one, give you context for what a lot of people are talking about, but two, encourage you to say that you can tap into the same thing as well. I am no more exceptional than any other person. I was an insecure kid in middle school and high school just like everybody else. I did decent in school, went to college, did the college thing, and I was on a track to be in an engineering job for the rest of my life, date, get married, house, picket fence, middle class, mediocre existence. Nothing wrong with it if that's you and yours, but again, I don't think that's you and yours. I don't think you're watching this video for that reason. So to connect it all back, all the keys, all the tools, all the magic, all the aura, it's all in here. It's about tapping into that signal, blocking out the noise, and then once you reach that place of alignment, doing everything you can to cultivate your life around maintaining it and holding on to it. Of course, there's going to be highs and low days. That's just the ebb and flow of the emotional state. But true congruency and alignment, it's more than that. It's more powerful than that. That even on your low days, you still feel connected to your mission. Even on your low days, you could still bring light into somebody's day. Even on your low days, you're so confident you could still approach the girl or ask for funding for your business or go on a podcast or make a piece of content because you have that next level connection. It's deeper than just skin. It's deeper than the routine. It's deeper than the lifestyle. It's in you. It's within you. And whether you actually seek out, take the steps, reach out for help, join communities, invest in yourself, to actually do the work and cultivate your aura, you have an energetic field already. It's happening as we speak. It's never not happening, which means whatever state you're at, you're giving off that energy. And again, if you're not conscious, intentional with curating and cultivating that energy, you're just gonna give off insecure, directionless, weak vibes to the world, to the person, to the job you're applying to the girl you want to ask out, and most paramount, to yourself. When you're alone in a room or you lay your head to rest at night, even if it's next to somebody else, you're still with you. You have to face the music at the end of the day. Wouldn't you much rather have that music be extremely harmonious and incongruent than quiet or super dissonant or, God forbid, somebody else's music that you have to listen to? I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions about how to actually go about cultivating and curating your own aura, you can comment below and ask any questions. You can DM me on any platform. You can go back to some previous videos. I'll direct you to the Da Vinci Blueprint as a great place to start a previous podcast of mine. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And if you are looking to take that next level of investment, you can join my community and or reach out for one-on-one coaching in the links in the description. If you've made it to this point in the video, I know that you're getting ready to make a serious step in your life personally. So subscribe to the channel. I'm happy to have you. It's still very early days. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you so much for everything. I will talk to you guys very soon.